So guys, I hope you had a very prosperous beginning of the year and you also have already noticed some growth in your income and investment portfolios, especially in the cryptocurrency market. Also, by the way, have you noticed that around the new year there is sometimes a magical rise in asset prices in both the stock and crypto markets? And I advise you to watch this video till the end and I will tell you about the phenomenon of the Santa Claus Rally. So let's get started. When traders and investors talk about a rally, they most often refer to short-term and sharp price movements in a certain direction. When prices rise sharply, the rally is considered bullish, and then they fall, it is bearish. Sometimes from the end of November through December, you can see an increase in asset prices in the stock and cryptocurrency markets, which is referred to as New Year Bullish Rally, also known as the Christmas Rally or Santa Claus Rally. Well, in general, the phenomenon of the Santa Claus Rally came to us from the stock market. However, it cannot be said that a rally is a guaranteed event. Rather, we are talking about statistics and the fact that the Christmas rally occurs quite frequently in history, but that does not mean it will definitely happen every year. It's also difficult to pinpoint a specific time frame for the Christmas rally. Well, most often the last week of December is mentioned, sometimes the first days of January, but some believe that the rally starts after Christmas, while others think it begins a week before Christmas. Finally, there are those who consider the rally to be a December phenomenon altogether. And if we look at history, the term was first used in 1972 by Yale Hirsch in the publication Stock Trader's Almanac. He discovered a pattern of growth in an S&P 500 index in the last days of December, and by the way, from 1950 to 2020, the S&P 500 gained an average of 1.3%. And where does this phenomenon come from? Well, there are different explanations, and it's probably impossible to say which one is definitely correct. If we talk about the stock market, one possible reason is the widespread increase in trading activity. People simply start spending a lot of money on gifts, decorations, events, trips, and other expenses related to the upcoming New Year celebrations. And also, like this post, if your shopping bills also got bigger over the end of the year. So, many companies earn more than usual during this period. Also, towards the end of the year, some companies strive to meet their annual sales targets, which also contributes to high spending and purchases. Well, in general, the economy seems to come to life, company performance improves, and this indirectly leads to an increase in stock prices in the stock markets. Another possible reason is a slowdown in tax laws harvesting that depresses prices, which coincides with December. There's also a belief that traders and sellers who bet on declines, knowing about the phenomenon and the upcoming rise, often go on vacation during this time. But how is it all this related to the cryptocurrency market? Indeed, this theory from the stock market is not entirely applicable to the cryptocurrency market. Cryptocurrency is much more volatile, and the fundamental reasons for its rises and falls are not directly related to taxes and the sales plans of large companies. Well, at some time, there is some interesting statistics. So, from 2011, in just over half of the cases, Bitcoin rose in December 8 out of 14 times. Some might say this is within the margin of statistical error and they won't be right. Well, but I repeat, the crypto market is characterized by greater volatility, so I suggest looking at this from a slightly different angle. So let's try to examine the dynamics of these same years, but from the opening in November to the closing in January. This way, we will account for the maximum range of the Santa Claus Rally, like a period, in different interpretations and variations. So, in this case, from 2011 to 2023, there will be an increase in 10 out of 13 cases. That's actually quite impressive. And this is without considering the period of Bitcoin's rise to a new historical maximum in December 2024. With that, the periods of growth will be in 11 out of 14 cases. And also, write in the comments what you think. Is this just a coincidence, or is it really the effect of this Santa Claus rally? Or maybe you have your own explanation for the rise during this period. Let's also look at the records for December 2024 in the crypto market. This month, Bitcoin has already reached an ATH above $100,000 for the first time in history. Tokens of different crypto projects like Hedera and Ripple have also shown significant growth in December, although, like Bitcoin, they also have experienced a significant correction in the same month. This once again reminds us of the strong volatility in crypto and that one must always be on guard. It is a less stable phenomenon than the stock market, after all. But if we do allow for a correlation between the phenomenon of the Santa Claus Rally and the crypto market, what could be the reasons for this and what fundamental aspects should we pay attention to? Well, first, as I mentioned, the period of the pre-New Year spending is generally a time of economic growth and optimism in the market. People are more willing to spend money, even on exchanges. Second, cryptocurrency is increasingly integrating into the stock market. This refers to the large ETFs, institutional investors who are more frequently investing directly or indirectly in the cryptocurrency industry, as well as the growing popularity of crypto companies. For example, MicroStrategy, that has been investing in Bitcoin, has recently entered the Nasdaq 100 index. Additionally, discussions about Bitcoin reserves by various countries indicate that crypto is becoming a more mature phenomenon. And by the way, who said that investing in crypto can only be done through cryptocurrencies? After all, there are investors, miners, ETFs, and other players in the stock market that are somehow related to crypto. And since they are represented in the stock market, they are likely to be connected to the Christmas rally as well, right? And always look for opportunities and the intersection of knowledge from different fields. Also, you can find more interesting information about cryptocurrency market through the link in the description. And third, as I mentioned, managers strive to meet sales targets before the new year, accumulating profits in their pockets. People often feel the urge to realize these profits through a riskier but potentially more profitable instrument, such as cryptocurrency. Well, in conclusion, I want to say that we should not take the phenomenon of the Santa Claus Rally too seriously. While it may differ in relative stability in the stock market, as we can see, it's not the same in a cryptocurrency market due to its volatility. And whether Santa has given investors a green candle as a gift at the end of the year or left them with a piece of coal in the form of a red candle is something no one can say for sure beforehand. And if you found this video interesting, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe for more valuable content. And I'm wishing you all a great year of trading.